What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Popcorn Chicken. My voice is sounding raspy because I'm under the weather a little bit. But hot tea and a lot of meds, cooped up on a lot of meds, it's getting me through this next couple hours. All right, let's bring in the team here. We got a full slate today. We've got Christopher,
Hello.
Justin,
Hello. If my voice is raspy, it's because it always is.
and then Sheldon's back. He didn't run away. He came back.
Hey.
I came back. Hello.
Sheldon, how's traffic?
Shit.
It
It was.
Where are you coming? Where are you going to? Like, where's
So I work out. I work out in Vancouver. On Oak. So I take Oak there and back. And I go out. I come back to Surrey. So they're doing unnecessary. I think it's unnecessary construction on Oak Street. I didn't see anybody there today. There was nobody there today, but there was still traffic.
Yeah, they got to fix all the bumps there. And by the time that they fix them, there will be new ones on the other side. So then they got to do the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you got off work what time?
So I got off at 4:45.
And what time did you make it home? Because you texted me when you got home.
Yeah. Oh, what time was it? It was like 6:45, right?
Yeah,
I literally
you texted
got
me at
home
6:45. It said I made it home.
5 minutes.
2 hours on the dot.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you listening to
Nice.
any good podcasts or albums?
Hours.
Are you watching any movies?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at people in their cars, and
That's better than
because nose and needed. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We should give you a bunch of stickers. You just start handing it out as they go by you.
On there.
Just let it stick under the window.
I've got a QR code on the back of my car, and I'm sure like whenever I piss somebody off, they're just like, "Oh, who's this son of a bitch?" Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I'm getting all these death threats.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, does it bring them to our show? Watch Popcorn
Yeah,
Chicken.
It goes right to our YouTube.
They flag us.
Yeah.
Oh man, a lot of cool stuff to get into today. I know Chris is really excited to talk about a couple of things. He's very adamant. He yelled
First off, let's
Get about this.
check. Let's
I don't
let's
care if
check,
you don't like it.
Let's check Madam Web's Rotten Tomatoes.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
The critic score is at 11%. Now this is weird.
Wasn't
critics-
it because Borderlands was less? Is that what it was? We were checking.
Yeah,
weeks ago?
because Borderlands is at 10.
Right.
But I also checked that. Now, the like real people score, the audience score
Audience. Yeah.
is at 57%. And Borderlands is at 53. So I don't know who to get mad at here. Normally,
Why are people complaining about critic review buying?
Yeah.
You
Get mad, people.
I think by now critic scores wouldn't really matter all that much.
What's the opposite of bombing?
Developing.
So they're review
Winning?
developing.
Winning. I don't know.
Constructive, right?
I don't know. I got no joke here for it.
You bombed that.
But did you also hear that they're moving Borderlands right to digital? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately. Please make money.
Who's surprised?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's gonna be in hiding for a while. Get that.
won't take him long. Won't take him long to hide.
There'll be a Netflix special by next week. Just watch.
Where the hell's my
Oh.
thing? There it is.
Kiwi says da bomb.
Oh yeah, it's time to tease Elvin.
Time to tease up. What are we teasing?
Did you watch Army of Darkness?
Oh yeah, I sure did.
The full thing? The entire thing?
Yeah. The whole
And
thing.
nothing
yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing?
Yeah.
Twice. Watched it twice. So
Yeah.
good.
I have the wallpaper on my computer here. Yeah.
It's right above your bed.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the tape to just filter, fall down. Let's get into this week in Hollywood. Let's do some birthdays. I don't know if we did this one last week. I can't remember. Cameron Diaz.
We did not do that one last week.
Okay, happy birthday to Cameron Diaz. Arr.
I just watched her in The Other Woman. It was a funny movie.
It's funny you say that because it was on our TV when I walked by last week as well.
Really?
You know, my wife, she's into trash TV, right? She loves that stuff.
Good movie. It looks it's posing as a trash like rom-com, but it's genuinely a really funny movie.
Well, I've seen that guy in the MCU somewhere.
Yeah.
I could have. I don't know where. Who is he? Do you know? Anybody know?
Um,
I'll look it up. What's it called? The
he's-
Other Woman?
Yeah.
No. He's not
He's
MCU.
in-
Sorry,
No,
in
he's Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. He's what do you call it? Jon Snow's dad.
Oh, you talking
Lannister.
Snow's
No,
dad.
not Lannister.
Yeah.
Oh,
He is a
Nicholas
Lannister.
Coster or
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy with his head chopped off. Spoilers.
Wait,
No, Kiwi, stop watching.
What was his name in the show? I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, he was the actor. He's a good actor, man. He's fun. His good times.
Yeah, no, he's good at it. I don't know.
Anyways, how old is Cameron Diaz? Everybody?
Oh,
47.
55. 55.
55, 47. Do I hear 40, 40, 40, 40? Do I hear?
I'm gonna say 58.
So 58, 57, and what did you say, Sheldon?
47.
47. What say the interwebs here? Stark. Sorry, yeah, Ed Stark. Thank you.
That's right, Ed Stark.
Yes. She is. Yeah, he likes us. Okay. She is 52, gentlemen,
Oh, we were.
and
none of
she
us.
looks great.
She
And
does.
she's retired, right? She retired from acting.
Why?
I don't know.
Too much money. I
She's
guess.
been like the hottest person for like 20 years, and she's like, "Yeah, I did it. Whatever."
Yeah, exactly.
She's funny and beautiful. She's
Mhm.
just so good. When she does comedy, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Myself, no. Something About Mary. I love
Yeah.
that movie. She was hilarious. in that.
Wow.
Right? You gotta go back and watch. You have to go.
That
you
was
have
a
to
long
revisit it.
time ago, man.
You have to revisit it.
Holy-
The Mask.
Did you need a hair gel?
Woo!
Yeah.
No, I have some of my own.
The hair gel.
I have moose sometimes with my age.
No one knows what we're talking about, but anyways.
No.
Yeah.
We're
And
gonna-
of course, she was
we're gonna slide
Fiona
on it
in
right now.
Shrek.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
So she made millions. She's good.
Oh yeah, totally.
She's probably got 10 mil in the bank.
Yeah, she chilling, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's
I mean,
chilling.
She
I
probably
don't
made
blame her.
10 mil
Star wasn't
each
a
Shrek
mask.
movie.
Yeah. Not to mention, she's probably got investments, sponsors. I think she worked for Christian Dior at some point, or Gucci, or something like that.
Probably
So,
all of the above.
Oh, those
Yeah.
those two Charlie's Angels movies too. She was in.
Mhm.
Yeah. So another birthday here. Happy birthday to Chris Tucker.
Whoa.
How old is Chris Tucker?
He's
60.
in his. I'll say 57.
57.
Yeah, that's a good number. I'm gonna say
Thanks, Justin. I like saying numbers. Thanks.
that's a good one. I'm gonna say 6. No,
there's only a few to choose from.
that's true. I'm gonna say 56. I don't know.
56.
Less good number.
Wow. Way to do the prices right here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cut his knees from underneath
57
him.
plus
57 and a half in 2 months.
Sheldon, what say you?
Yeah, 60. I'd say
60?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 56, 57, and 60. What say the interwebs here? Kiwi, you better not say 105.
No,
He's gonna say 105. Watch.
He said
He's gonna say 106. Just
he
annoy
said
me.
99.
No, he said 99 to the camera. I think.
Oh, okay.
Chris Tucker's favorite movie. Anybody?
Moonwalker by Michael Jackson.
Fifth Element.
Oh wow! Okay, I
Yeah.
did not see that one. Okay.
I was gonna
He
say
was
Rush
great in that.
Hour.
It's got to be Rush Hour, right?
Nah, I think it's Moonwalker by Michael Jackson because that dude's a big Michael Jackson fan.
That's true.
Oh, but he did the Michael Jackson scenes in Rush Hour.
Exactly.
Yeah. He also
I think-
showed up on stage with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
saw that.
It
one,
surprised him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Tucker is 52.
Yeah.
You guys went way out there.
He's been
Trying to make
around
this
for a
guy
while.
old, man.
He has been.
Trying to make this guy old. There is talks about him, and there's been talks for the last 20 years about him and Jackie getting back and doing Rush Hour 4. The script apparently is being worked on.
Well, that was the thing because I know like Jackie's in his like 70s now, so I was like, maybe Chris Tucker's getting up there too. But
Maybe they'll do what they did with Die Hard. No, not Die Hard. Lethal Weapon. You know, they had when they were really old and Chris Rock came into the scene. Maybe they'll have a young protege.
Yo, if they get damn it, what's his name? He was just in Borderlands.
Kevin Hart.
If they get Kevin Hart to play him, I'm out.
Oh, you mean replace him with Rush Hour?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching that. Boycotting that. No.
Mhm.
No, get out of here with that nonsense. No way. It's got to be Chris and Jackie, otherwise don't do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more. I think we could do one more. Let's do Happy Birthday to Zendaya
Oh,
from Spider-Man,
Okay.
from that
24.
show on
Dune.
Euphoria.
Dune.
Yeah, Dune. Yeah. How old is Zendaya?
24.
20. Yeah. Well, that's a
26.
good number. That's a good number, Justin.
Oh, thanks,
Um,
Chris.
I'm gonna say 22.
22, 24. What'd you say?
I'm gonna say 26.
26. Kiwi said 6. You wish, buddy.
I'm pretty sure he just meant he forgot the 2.
Yes.
Zendaya is 27. She
All
looks younger than 27.
She
I'll
does.
tell you that. She looks like
Yeah.
21, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of my kids or something.
I have a
27. She's going to be in the next Spider-Man movie, I believe. I don't know what's her next project that she's working on. Dune 3,
There's one-
obviously, right?
Yeah, Dune 3. She was in one. It bombed this summer. There was some sort of tennis movie.
Oh yeah, where she bangs 2 brothers,
Yeah.
and it's
How
not
did that bomb? How did that
Oh,
bomb?
yeah.
entertaining. Yeah, exactly, and it's not good. So it's like, all right, well, somehow
People actually care. Wow.
you managed to screw up a threesome movie.
So I was gonna cut it off there. But then I scrolled to the next day, and I cannot ignore these two because they're one of my 2 favorites of all time.
Oh,
Happy birthday to Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
that son of a bitch.
He's born
He's one
September
of those.
2nd, so I jumped a
He's
little
one of
bit
those
ahead.
guys. He's like a Paul Rudd. You think he's younger, but he's actually like 85. No, I'm just kidding.
How old is Keanu?
48.
I say he's in his 50s.
The Hawaiian superstar.
I say he's 57.
I was gonna say 57 too. Wait,
There's
are we
other
allowed,
numbers.
am I allowed to do duplicate numbers?
No.
Can't
cannot.
double down.
58.
Oh,
58. Chris said 57. Justin, what
This
did
isn't the highest bid wins, by the way.
I said 48.
Price is right.
you said
Price
40.
is wrong, bitch.
Okay. What say the internet? Keanu Reeves is 78 by Kiwi's account. He's using he's using an abacus.
And he doesn't know how it works.
Keanu is 59.
Oof.
Man, the man looks like his early 40s.
I had you
24.
out, Chris. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. You get the car, or you get to get on. You get to be on stage.
You get a trip to Fiji.
Exactly. No, it's always like a ski-doo or something. You get the sea-doo.
Yeah.
Another happy birthday to my favorite, and I think one of the most beautiful women on planet Earth. Happy birthday to Selma Hayek.
Ooh.
I told my wife I would leave you for her.
And
And
she
I
said,
meant
I
it.
would leave you for her.
Yeah, she also said that. What do you think? I would go first.
I'll fight you for her.
Happy birthday to Selma. How old is this beautiful woman?
58.
58. Okay.
63. She's got to be older than Keanu.
When
63.
did From Until Dawn Until Dusk or whatever that movie
Oh, I need to
came
go
out?
take a cold. I need to go take a
Oh, it
cold
was-
shower right now.
It was in 98. No,
Yeah,
2003.
I'm gonna say 57.
I wore out that VHS tape.
I don't even want to ask.
Okay, sorry.
Is the film all white now?
Let's. Rasper said 28. You wish, buddy. So do I. But Chris, what'd you say?
I forget. 58. I said 58.
58. Justin,
I said 63.
63.
I said 57.
57. Okay. Alvin's still wrong. Come on, get over it. She is 57. She's younger than Keanu Reeves by 2 years.
That
Nice.
makes no sense.
What do you mean that doesn't make any sense? You went to get a drink. It's 50. She's 57 and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow.
Mhm.
All right, let's get into events this week. Got a couple of big ones, I believe here. Yes.
Well, there's let's go talk about things that are coming out. There's nothing really in the theaters this weekend.
Oh
There's
no,
the,
we're doing this week in Hollywood events still.
Oh, you're still doing events. Sorry.
And that was birthdays I just did. All
Right,
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 so
okay.
this
All right.
week in Hollywood, the Late Show premiered in 1993
Ooh.
with David Letterman.
Really?
Debuts on CBS with Ed Sullivan Theater in NYC. Bill Murray is your first guest.
Yes. But this is when he's moved from NBC.
Yes,
Like,
this
he
is
was on-
CBS. CBS.
Yeah, his new show when
Yeah.
when NBC screwed him over because he didn't get the Tonight Show. But I believe Bill Murray was his first. It was also his last guest. Bill Murray.
Really?
Yeah, the very last night was
Wow,
his
did
last
not know
guest.
that.
Yeah.
This week in 2008, a movie called Slumdog Millionaire came out.
Ooh.
Dave Patel,
Mm.
the actor. The movie Monkey Man. Is it Monkey Man? I think. What was it called?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. That was a great movie.
I heard.
Right? The Indian John Wick.
Yeah.
That's what I labeled it. Let's see here. What else we have? I think one more this week. Where is it? Oh, yes. In 2009, Walt Disney Company announces it will acquire Marvel Entertainment for $4.24 billion.
Oof.
And it's totally paid off.
And they've done a great job.
Yeah,
Superb.
just
Now they're losing it. It's all of it back.
How much did they pay for Star Wars?
$4 billion.
$4 billion, yeah.
So they paid 8.24 for those two IPs. $8.24 billion. That's
What's
insane.
the world's GDP?
It's like 70% of the country's GDP right there.
It's
Oh.
101 trillion. So it's like a percentage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they made their money back on those?
God, no.
I think for Marvel side they did. For Star Wars side, no. That I know that for a fact.
What?
They've lost money in Star Wars. They've been bleeding ever since they acquired the rights. They had a little bit bumps up and down, but they've been losing money on that consistently.
Yeah, because Force Awakens is up there on the list of.
Then after that,
Top-
just keep going down. Keeps going
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Right.
And there was an article that I saw that it was saying that the Acolyte cost like $600,000 a minute or something like that.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Hey, good for
Yeah.
Leslie. She's pocketed that money. Baller. 2012, Argo dropped.
Ooh.
Ben
Fargo?
Affleck's Argo.
Oh.
Ben
Oh,
Affleck.
both are good.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not. Ben
All right,
Affleck,
calm down.
Bryan Cranston, and John Goodman. I don't remember
No.
John Goodman in that movie.
No, me neither.
I
think it
remember
won Best-
Brian.
Yeah, it won Best Picture that year, I think.
Yeah. Best Picture, yes. The next year. Best Picture 2013, yeah.
But you remember
And-
the whole controversy because it was Canadians that helped
Yeah.
them get out, and they didn't really put that in the movie. It was all Americans.
Yeah, of course.
Glorified.
Another movie that I accidentally stumbled upon one night when I was bored. I'm like, oh, what's this? I'll click it and, why not? A Star is Born in 2010. Turned out to be a really good movie. I was like, whoa.
See, now, that is an example that I will use to sway you towards seeing Joker 2.
Yeah, but Joker 2, I'll check it out. But the thing is, I have a feeling it's all going to be songs and dances all day long.
I'm really hoping not.
No, they've already said it. No, they've said it. I don't know
I
how
know.
many times I've expressed this. It's going to be a
I
musical.
I still ask, who are they? We talked about
Yes.
this last time. Who are they?
Who's they?
Hey,
Is it the
Gaga.
voices in your head?
Yeah, sometimes.
Don't shut up.
But it's a musical, so take that with the grain of salt. I'm not a huge fan of musical. I can take a little doses. If it's live Hey, I gotta respect Broadway and people out there doing
Again,
live
you
stuff.
love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes, I didn't say I hate musicals altogether. What I'm saying is I can only take small dosages, and that was because of a reason. We had an event, and I sucked it up and I watched it. This I have no allegiance to at all. So, but I will check it out. Of course, why not? It's Joker. He's crazy, and Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix is one of the best actors of all time, in my
Absolutely.
opinion. Right? But I don't think it's going to be great, in my opinion, because of it's a musical. I don't know why they wanted to go that direction.
There's got to be a reason. And
Yeah,
also,
we'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out.
The thing that A Star Is Born has that Joker doesn't is it's got Andrew Dice Clay in it.
That's
Hey, Darth,
true.
how you doing? Kiwi says, Catherine Kennedy said she will leave on a high note. Yes, which means she'll never leave.
She'll never
Yes.
leave.
Well, that's why I said the next show, we all have to pump it and watch as much as we can, even if we don't like it.
So Skeleton Crew, everyone watch it so we can
Everybody watch
get her
it. I
the
don't
fuck out.
care. Alvin is still waiting for Shield to come back. Yes.
I mean,
I shed tears every day.
at this point,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Well, she went a little bit of a rant, the actress, Maslany. She went a bit of a tantrum complaining and saying that she was taken out of Deadpool, and it's unfair that she was taken out of Deadpool, and she feels that she's being, pushed out.
You are.
It's not your movie. I don't know what you're complaining about. They didn't want to put you in the movie. It happens all the time.
You would be lowering the property value.
But this kind of stuff happens to all types of actors in Hollywood, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to make it look like it's a special thing that happened to her.
No,
What is the norm? Yeah, so that is what happened in this week in Hollywood. Cool stuff. Do we want to do news, or do you want to get into some of the what do you want to do, Chris? What do you want to start off with?
I was just going to talk. I was going to talk about things that are coming out or have come out this week. Nothing really good in the theater. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. Let me see if I can. There's one movie. Well, not one movie, but one movie that is coming out. It's a horror, but I saw the trailer for this.
Goody.
Yeah. Now, can you guess what this movie's about?
Chinese labor factory?
Well,
a Black Mirror ass like AI.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a ball in a box.
It's
an AI that goes crazy. It's my guess.
So was this the Blumhouse movie that was being advertised in the beginning of Alien?
Yeah, you're right. Yes,
because
that's where I saw the trailer.
He's got two then. Oh no, because that's the one with James McAvoy or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that was the other one. See No Evil or something like that with the family one. Yeah. That one looks actually good. This one looks pretty typical, right? It's like an AI that isn't in a home, and I don't know.
Haven't they done similar movies to that?
Megan.
For sure.
It's literally from the producers of the same movie.
Yes.
And that one was kind of disappointing. It was creepy and it was fun, but it was like I wanted it to be way worse than it was. But it was just like, I am eerie and this is uncomfortable. And then it just ends. And I was like, wait, nobody's head gets ripped off? This is bullshit. She does the ring crawl, and then that's pretty much all you get.
Aren't they making a Megan 2 already?
Hopefully, she rips somebody's head off.
I did hear about that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I won't be going to see Afraid, even, it does not look that interesting to me. Something that is interesting, well, actually, Alvin, I know you're going to talk about this in a bit, but one show that I was looking forward to, and Justin, I think you were as well, is this week dropped, is Only Murders in the Building, season 4 started. I watched the first episode last night. It's good. Yeah. I like this show a lot because it's funny and, you're always trying to guess who the murderer is. But it's also, when you get to fourth season, and we've talked about this with other shows, it's like, maybe it should end after this. Like, how much longer can it go on?
I feel like I'm going to wait for it all to be out, and then I'll just like binge it in a weekend kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I know that the third season, it didn't, like 4 or 5 episodes in, I wasn't hooked, and I was like, it's not that I wasn't hooked, I just kind of lost interest, forgot about it, and then I watched it once it was all out. So I think I might just
they've introduced some new characters, which is kind of cool. But yeah,
is this the final season?
Well, no, they haven't mentioned that. I'm just saying when you start watching a show in the 4th or 5th season, and you're thinking they should probably end this at some point.
Yeah,
And
especially when they're just kind of rehashing. I mean, for lack of a better term, rehashing the same concept.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll
So,
get
yeah.
into Rings of Power later on. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing that I was going to say that dropped. I think it dropped today, right? Rings of Power.
Yeah, dropped this morning, 3 episodes.
Right.
Hour long each episode.
Did you get through them all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was sick. I was sitting on the couch.
Oh,
coughing up a
that's
lot.
true.
I just had tea and soup and just watched. Ordered some pho and just watch Rings of Power.
I got a bunch of cold meds in here. I'm high as a kite. Maybe I can get through.
Maybe it'll be good.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Drugs didn't help.
That's wow.
Yeah, if drugs don't help, I can't.
When a Tolkien-esque fantasy thing isn't helped by narcotics, it's not a good sign.
The thing is, it wasn't even Tolkien-esque. They took a lot of the
Tolkien adjacent.
They took a lot of liberty and changed a lot of things where it's
no.
sort of unrecognizable too. So
there's still nothing has changed, like as far as what the core.
So they try to be
sneaky
about certain things. So one of the complaints was the female dwarves didn't have beards, and they're supposed to have beards.
Mhm.
All dwarves have beard, whether it be male or female. So they try to give them lamb chops, those side little chops. I'm like, why are you half-assing it? Just give it the beards.
It's
They're
cute.
just like
It's cute, man.
They're going through dwarven puberty, and in this
You want them to be
universe,
adorable.
they don't get them until they're 48, and everyone was 47 in the last season. Please don't burn our houses down.
This silly stuff. Dialogue's horrendous. They try to take away from Peter Jackson's some of his dialogue in his movies, and they try to change a word or two to pretend that they've created an original line here. And it's so obvious on the nose. She's like, "Come on, I heard that already."
And it's not like paying homage or like,
no,
yeah,
can't pay homage to something that happened thousands of years before. So, and then the other thing is, it is the most expensive TV show. Period.
Wait, really?
It's the most.
Yeah,
expensive.
they were saying that when they're in production of season 1, they were saying this is going to be the most expensive. Yeah.
And the other thing is, people are like, "Oh, it got season 2 renewed." No. The Tolkien's estate made them sign a 5-season contract.
Damn.
Whether it bombs or not, you got to do 5 seasons.
So they're raking their balls over the coals. They're just like,
they're like,
you
"You
don't
want
make it
this?
back."
You got to do
Also,
5
how is
seasons.
this the most expensive? Is it because of the contracts, or is it like, don't they just go to like South Wales and just like go frolic in the fields for an hour and we'll shoot them?
You should direct this, Justin.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know, but it is regarded as the most expensive. I don't know if it's because of the contract they signed with them, or it's because Amazon gave them all that money. Because remember, Jeff Bezos basically said to them, "I want my Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So here's some money. Go make it." Right. Problem is,
also
you trusted the wrong people.
Well, and Game of Thrones came out how many, like 10 years or more before this? So like making a CG
about 7
dragon,
years. About 7 years.
Yeah, making a CG dragon was a big ass deal. Now you can just yell at Google and be like, "Bitch, make me a dragon that flies over Camden," and they're like, "Okay."
So yeah, they're saying the total cost of the upcoming Lord of the Rings of Power TV show is predicted to pass a staggering $1 billion.
With a B?
Yeah.
You could have bought half of Star Wars for that. Christ,
a quarter.
Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. And then you look at some of the costumes, like some of the Numenorians, they have cloth armor, and it wrinkles and bends as they move, and you're like, "What the hell? Like, why are you giving them cloth armor?" It's so dumb. Oh, it's so dumb. And then a lot of it you think would be practical, like Justin, you said they could go in Ireland and things like that. But a lot of it is in studio. You can tell by the lighting; it's inside.
Isn't that cheaper though?
I don't know. Like, if you're the most expensive series ever made, you think you want to do good by it.
God,
I mean, you're basically giving a blank check. Go ahead, make a movie or a show. So I would go and say, I want lots of live practical shoots. I've got a blank check.
Did they hire a dragon?
They'll have to work at Amazon after this.
They will.
They're going to be working.
There's going to be a lot of Amazon shows with them in there.
They gotta wear the costumes when they deliver.
Yeah.
Maybe they can let the Witcher borrow their costumes because that's what it reminded me of.
I did a preview or sort of a bashing of video that dropped today in the daytime, so you guys could check it out. Anyone who wants to see it, I kind of went through it all. I don't want to go through it all here. We got so many other things to talk about, but overall, I watched the first 3 episodes. I will say one thing: the CGI has improved.
Okay.
The sound is, the choiring and the all that's nonsense. That's great. It's amped up a little bit more. Fine. The acting's still terrible. The writing's still terrible. The show itself, the way they've added characters and removed characters, like integral characters have been removed or stripped down. Integral characters, not like fourth or sixth cousin in the show.
Yeah.
So when you do that, then you add in random characters who are not even mentioned in the actual lore. I don't know where
do this.
I don't know.
What is with these unknown characters coming in trying to be big that they're trying to make big when it doesn't work?
They're pretty drunk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this.
How much more CGI did they input into it?
I'd say a little bit more. They have an orc family in there. Orcs don't have families, so I don't know how we have a mom, dad, and a baby orc.
They're trying to make.
They're made of
trying to
mud.
make villains.
There's a scene where you see the mama orc holding the infant. It's so bad.
Does the baby have like a?
This is my baby Glonk.
And the data orc is protecting the two of them.
See, if that was a sitcom, I'd watch that.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Galadriel's just as annoying. She's got that smirk she keeps doing, the nostril smirk. Drives me nuts. Opening scenes are horrendous. There's a scene where she's chasing Eldron on a horse. He's running away from her on a horse, and she's chasing, and he's got a little bag of the rings on the side here, and she's like, she's reaching from her horse to his, going, "Give it to me, give it to me." Why do you have it on the side where she can reach it? Just put it in the front here. Now she can't reach it. And they're chasing. They're going down the trees and the forest and everything.
$5.8 million on that scene,
and she literally says, "Give it to me," while they're racing down on horses.
Oh, they're doing the Gollum thing.
Yeah,
Are they wearing the rings?
Gotta watch the show. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't watched the show. The rings are being made this season.
Yeah, he made them in the last season.
They made them in the
That's
last.
what's gonna cost. That's what's gonna cost so much money.
Real diamonds, huh?
Real, yeah. These are real rings.
Partial of the rings were made last season. The rest are in this season somewhere.
Oh,
okay. I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's that scene that we got from last year where she swam across the ocean. So they added that in the beginning too, to kind of connect some other things. But she swam across the ocean. Who does that? Olympic swimmers can't even do that.
Probably she was wearing. She wasn't in like a Speedo or something, right? She probably had like all kinds of clothes on.
Yeah, she had like the dress draped all over her.
Super easy to swim in.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's. I don't know what to say. It's just not a good show.
Do they have the?
You want me to watch this?
Yeah, you have to suffer just like me.
What are the not the hobbits, but what are they called? Do they have them back?
Harfoots.
Right.
So that's the other side story here. So the not Gandalf character, because these guys, when they went to get the rights from Tolkien's estate, forgot to get the Hobbit and Gandor's rights. So they cannot mention them in the show.
They
created Harfoots. Harfoots don't exist. They don't exist at all in Tolkien's lore. It's all made up. And instead of Gandalf, it's Istis or something like that. Some random. He doesn't remember his name, so he's Istis or something. He has amnesia.
They call them the Istar, which I think is. I got to double check this, but I'm pretty sure
wizard cult, is that what they're called?
That's what they're called. They're like angels.
Okay, but he doesn't remember his name.
Of course not.
So
maybe they got the rights this year.
No, they already signed the rights. It's already done. 5 years, they've already done it.
So they can't mention anybody, any of the
Can't
famous.
mention hobbits at all. Hobbits are off the book.
Someone
But
Galadriel.
they look and they walk and they are exactly like hobbits, which
Right.
So when Galadriel and Gandalf meet for the first time, he can't be like, "My name's Gandalf" to her.
no,
Damn.
no.
It's already lore breaking. That's disappointing.
Yeah.
It's disappointing.
And in this one, they made it thirsty. So Galadriel and not Sauron yet fully are somewhat of there's a sexual tension they put in there.
Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Why wouldn't there be?
She's gonna have a sex with a big eye. That's crazy.
It's gonna.
It's not an eye, Chris. It's not an eye.
Oh my God! All this time that was a big.
It
eye.
is one-eyed, but it's not an eye.
Oh.
It twitches too. But yeah, that's gonna be 3 more seasons of this beautiful stuff. So
Wow.
yeah, 8 episodes each season. We have 5 more to go.
I
Episodic
look
drop.
so forward to it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
You're gonna watch it. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be great.
You shall suffer.
I shall not pass.
Yes. I shall not pass the remote control to you.
So I will do an episodic review. Sheldon, you will join me probably.
I got you.
Probably. We'll do a pre-recorded for episode 4 next week. But
Okay.
you gotta catch up. You gotta catch up and watch the
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so that's it for Rings of Power. What else we got here?
Well, actually, because I wasn't around, and actually, I don't know where Justin's gone, but Elvin's gone too. I was
No,
going
I
to
did.
talk.
Okay.
I think. Did you guys talk about Alien? I know you did. You did your own review.
Yes, I didn't hear your take on it. You watched it. Did you watch it, Sheldon, yet?
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to watch it? I don't.
No.
I don't know, man.
It's gonna come
Anyways.
to DVD. It's gonna come to streaming soon, anyways. So
Yeah. So I went to this. I saw it in the theater with my son.
Yeah.
So, and the funny thing is, the night before, I actually rewatched the original Alien. Just to kind of, I've seen it so many times, but I wanted to sort of refresh stuff. So I enjoyed Alien Romulus. It's obviously not better than the first two. You know, Alien and Aliens are still.
oh, thank God, there is hope. I was hoping you'd say that. I was like, oh, please say that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to decide which I like better. The first Alien, because they're so different, right? The first Alien or Aliens. So anyways, Alien Romulus was entertaining. There was too many like callbacks, especially because I just saw Alien the night before. Like within the first 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, there's that. Oh, there's that. Oh, there's that.
Do you find that
there was
annoying?
Yeah, because it's there's a couple things they were eating
Like a
cornbread.
cheap jab, like a cheap jab, right?
Yeah, you know,
They're trying to hit on people's nostalgia, is what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. And that one, I don't want to spoil it, but there is one big callback that's in for most of the movie. You know what I'm talking about, Elvin? And I just
Yeah.
like, really, you don't need to have that.
No, it was
And
unnecessary. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the jump scares were good and stuff,
Yeah.
and I really liked the face huggers. Like those were great, but I don't think you needed. I really wanted it to go back to the first Alien and just have like one main alien. I didn't need it to be like aliens and have a bunch of aliens. Sorry,
Right.
I know I'm spoiling a little bit. And definitely what happens at the end, like I knew something was going to happen like that, and I just both my son and I are like, oh man, really? So it started off well, and like I liked all the characters in it and stuff, you know, even the relationships and stuff. But the ending was just like, it was. I know a lot of people said that as well.
The thing that I liked also is the attention to detail to keep it within that same look. The practical, the set, all of that looked like from that era. They didn't, up it up, make it look modern stuff where it looks totally different from 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I did like that part. Yeah. But it's hard to do something in the middle or a prequel when things look so much better now.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, they kept it very realistic, like even them going into outer space, right? It's not like Star Wars. And stuff
Are we talking about Alien?
We are.
Oh.
So, I like that part of it. Like you're saying, I like the gritty kind of, you can almost smell how wet it is and stuff. So that stuff was great.
I wasn't going to say that, but okay.
You know what I meant.
I liked how this movie smelled.
And when it is.
Yeah. Maybe it was the theater I was in, but anyway.
Damn.
What theater was this? I don't want to go to it.
You went to the one
Anyways,
in Wally,
so-
didn't you?
Justin, what were your thoughts?
So I loved it. It was a beautiful movie. Like the amount of silent shots. And I was fortunate enough to be in a moderately quiet theater, except for the son of a bitch who was crinkling Snickers in the front or something like that.
That was probably
Because
me.
it was just
Sorry.
damn it.
That's
It
what the
was
smell was.
beautiful. Yeah. And this was the first movie that made me feel old.
Oh,
Because all of the actors looked like they were in their 20s.
Mhm.
And they just looked like teenagers, but I'm like, they're probably in their 20s, and it's like, oh, they're being adults and doing adult shit. And I'm like, damn it, they are adults. I'm just old now. But normally when it's like a horror movie or like a movie like this and it's a bunch of kids and it's just like, well, they're just dumb and the writing is horrible. But this was the first time that I've seen a bunch of really young unknown actors do very convincing acting, very convincing roles, and they were just amazing to watch. And I was just like, fuck, I'm old now. But no, I loved it. It was the homages to the original were great. The horror was great. And
I really wish they didn't show a couple things in the trailer.
yeah,
You know, like I think it would have been more powerful if we saw, and you see it in the trailer, so this isn't a spoiler, but the girl where it comes out of her chest, you know it's going to come out of somebody, but I kind of they should have done it so maybe there was a couple people that got face huggers and you didn't know who was going to do that. So,
yeah, I saw her and I was like, oh, that's the one the chest burster comes out.
Kiwi says, I'm sorry, Justin, it was my hot dog in the wrapper.
You son of a bitch.
All right. What'd you guys give it out of 10 if you were to score it?
9.
I'd say 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, it was fun. It's fun to see in the theater too. Like Justin was saying, it was, and I liked all the actors and stuff in it. So just a couple things that I don't know. I wasn't too thrilled with the ending. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away, but there is a specific moment that happens near the middle. I think middle, or maybe a little bit to the beginning. There is an explosion or something happens, and there is something that should have been already taken care of in Alien 1. That's something that they screwed up on.
Also,
don't give it away.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I will say,
I
will say, the thing that should have been taken care of in Alien 1, the CG on it for the first half of the movie was ass. If we're talking about the same thing, and then the latter half, the CG got way better.
All right,
2024. So that type of CG, we've kind of gotten the bag now. We can do this as a species.
All right.
Great.
What do we want to go into?
We should probably get to our thumbnail, should we not?
Make the wait. Make people wait.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's do one news and then we'll go into that if you want. I just found out today, live action Invincible movie is in the works. It's going to be pretty violent and bloody. So,
isn't that just The Boys?
Yeah.
No, The Boys are perverted.
All right, so it'll be Invincible with tits.
Invincible has
actually,
family values. Okay, Invincible has family values. Where The Boys has no values, which makes The Boys somewhat good because of that.
Did he just what are the family values? Which family values are you talking about?
I'm talking about them, caring each other, father-son relationship.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. Woo!
Are you saying beat your kids?
If they get out of line, put them back in line. No, it's gonna be good. I enjoy watching Invincible, and a live action in the works is gonna be awesome.
Are they gonna still make more animated Invincible?
Yeah. I think they're doing up to 4 seasons so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the prospect of doing 7, that's what they want to end it at 7 seasons.
That's cool.
Right.
That's what I heard. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy it.
I
It's
like
something
it.
different.
It's
Yeah.
good.
I want them to make some cool figures. So
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
yeah. Have you guys seen or heard about anything about Jurassic World Rebirth?
I just heard today about it.
July 2nd, 2025. That's going to be a
That
crowded
seems-
week because Superman and Fantastic Four come out the week after.
It also seems very quick, does it not?
Oh, yeah.
It's less
What
than
was
a
the
year.
last one called? Dominion? No.
Dominion. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dominion.
it was Dominion, right?
Scarlett Johansson's at this one.
Oh.
And Mahershala Ali.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's supposed to take place 5 years after Dominion. And from the synopsis of it, it's like the dinosaurs can only live, and this makes sense, in the areas where they should be living, which is tropical. Because I think in Dominion they were everywhere, and it's like they're not going to be in the snow. Like, anyways. So, but I think again it's getting to the plot, and I'm not, this is all online. I'm not making this up, but it's something about they're trying to find one of the dinosaurs to get its DNA because it's got some sort of healing power. That's what. So, which I think I've heard before or something like that, similar.
What, and isn't that why they first created dinosaurs?
Well, didn't they do it for entertainment? The first Jurassic, they did.
They wanted to do it for they wanted to make money with the amusement park, but they wanted to do some. They had a science lab there where they wanted things to cure, right?
Right.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of fatigued with Jurassic.
Yeah, I think if they waited, I think I'd be more interested if they waited like a few years and then brought it back, because Dominion was not very good. I mean, they just brought back like the old cast, but then against the whole plot was like, what wasn't it about locusts or something? Like, I don't know.
I just heard it was very choppy. Like the way they cut to scenes didn't make sense. Like they kind of just slapped it together. That's what I heard. My buddy was telling me this because he went and watched it, and he told me how disappointed he was because we were both excited for it. As we both love dinosaurs. We think they're cool, and we went and saw the first two, and I couldn't make the third one with him. And then he came back and he was like, "It ain't it, man." He's like, it ain't it. So I was a little disappointed to hear about that.
The minute Chris Pratt got on his bike and started running around with raptors, I'm like, okay, all right. Because the raptors were the coolest part of the movies. They were hunters, right? And remember that line where that guy is like looking at one of them, but another one comes from the side and he looks at it and goes, "Clever girl," and then he gets killed, right? Those are classic moments in Jurassic Park. And to make them all friendly and on your side kind of ruins a lot of that for me.
Yeah.
Basically saying like they're dogs. You train them like
the
pack
trained
animals
now, right?
Yeah.
Kind of got annoying.
It's like having an alien movie where they befriend the xenomorphs and then they fight with them. It's like, well, now it's not a horror movie anymore.
Yeah,
because that's what we were talking about before. Like the first Jurassic Park was a horror movie. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys in the toilet. T-Rex takes them out. Done.
Human.
Oh man.
Yeah.
When the kids are in the Jeep and the water is shaking.
I remember that part being terrifying, man.
Oh,
as a kid watching that, I remember that part being scary as hell. Like
when that T-Rex started yelling, it just shook your whole body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You're like,
and the kitchen scene where they're literally and you see the claw.
But that's Spielberg for you, right?
That's true too, yeah.
I mean, he knows how to do that suspense. It's not even, when you think about it, there's like a lot of scenes in that movie that don't even have the dinosaurs, and there's still suspense, like the tree in the car and stuff like that. So it's just, it had a lot. That first movie obviously had tons going for it because you'd never seen that before. I remember, I'm going to date myself here, but I saw that in the theater in 1993, and I remember walking out going, yeah, I know, it's pretty good.
Other people? You can date yourself? Can you marry yourself?
You can marry yourself.
We actually broke up last week, so I don't want to talk about it. But I remember coming out of that theater thinking dinosaurs were real. Like that's ingrained on me. Like they were so good in the film. But but what happens with these recent movies is they have to make like these genetic like, you know, it's like, oh, we made a different dinosaur because they feel like they got to introduce something new because the audiences are bored of dinosaurs.
The goat scene in the dark.
Oh,
and
yeah.
rain.
Yeah.
I immediately asked my mom to make goat curry.
Oh,
No, you did it. No,
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I
I'm hungry
swear to you,
now.
I did.
you're like, I want to
I want to taste that.
taste what they're having. Those
How about the scene where the kid-
raptors have got some good taste.
How about the scene where the kid climbs the electrical fence and they're powering it
yeah.
on?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
and then it gets blasted.
That's a Spielberg like
Yeah.
suspense down
There's
to the
even a scene
wire.
in the second movie, because he directed the second movie too, where she falls on the window and the glass is breaking,
yeah.
and it's like,
yeah.
Right.
you know, it's things like that it's does, like I said, it doesn't even have the dinosaurs in it, but it makes it that much better.
Yeah.
What was that dinosaur with the fins coming out? It was like
Oh,
cute to begin
pterodactyl.
with. And I was like, oh, it's a cute little dinosaur. And then it was,
Oh, the other one. You're talking about
The one who
Newman.
blinds Newman.
yeah, the spitter.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
nightmares.
Anyways, I think
I'm
of this new
literally
one.
Googling the dinosaur that blinds Newman, and I got it's a Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus.
So that's one
The
scene from
Dilophosaurus.
this new movie.
Wait, is that
Jurassic
Black
World.
Widow?
Pretty much.
No.
Yeah. She's taking on dinosaurs now.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
She's gonna be in the, yeah. I think if they just waited for this new Jurassic, I think it's another Jurassic World. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth.
World Rebirth. Yeah. It just needed a few more years. I would have been more interested, but the fact it's coming out next year,
Yeah, it seems
not
too
really
soon,
that
man.
interested.
They call it Jurassic World. Why don't they do like a zombie survival like movie where velociraptors and dinosaurs have taken over the world, and now it's just like packets of survivors, and it's instead of zombies, just terrifying dinosaurs.
Make it like Planet of the Apes, right? Like
Yeah,
the
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
true.
don't have Andy Serkis play the Diplosaurus or whatever.
Diplosaurus, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is Jurassic coming out next year, July. Good times. You guys heard about Beetlejuice just trending is gonna make a ton of money, they're
I
saying.
think
Yeah.
it will.
Beetlejuice
looking
is on
forward to
track to open with 105 million plus domestically.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And opening, they're saying it's probably the biggest opening this thing in 2024. Domestic opening. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
It's not beating Deadpool. That's not doing
No,
that.
no.
It's
That
not
was a
doing-
cultural phenomenon.
Yeah. But this is
That-
doing its thing and saying, hey, you know what? We're gonna carve a little hole here for ourselves.
Every elder emo is gonna watch it twice. Every spooky goth kid's gonna watch. Everyone who has ever shopped at a Spencer's Gifts or a Hot Topic, they're buying 5 tickets opening day.
The goth kids are going to come back out to play.
Yo, we're coming out in droves.
Are we gonna be talking? Want to do that, Chris? Right now, the 85th anniversary nonsense.
If you want to, yeah.
Do you want to play it or?
I don't know. Did you guys see this? That Marvel dropped a 85th anniversary video today. Let me see if I can find it
Today.
here. Yeah, this morning.
Yeah. They're really
This is-
hitting on the nostalgia. There are more scenes.
No,
in
it's not
that-
nostalgia. They're begging you to watch the new stuff.
They're pleading.
Yeah.
It felt like they cut more of the older movies into that 85th anniversary than any of the new
How else
ones.
you gonna get them to come into the theaters to watch the new stuff? You can talk about the old to bring in the new, right?
Like, hey, remember our
This is them being John Cusack in Say
back.
Anything right now. Just like standing outside your house with a jukebox, being like, please pay attention to me.
That didn't Deadpool do that? He did that too.
They did,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, you want me to pull it up or you got it?
Can you find it? My internet's really slow for some reason.
Okay. I'll look it up right now. But yeah, I think it's just a marketing campaign to bring people in to watch, especially the very ending. It's so obvious that they're trying to use it as a marketing campaign. I'm like, come on, don't ruin a good moment with your marketing nonsense.
You know they're gonna come back out and re-release old action figures now because of this.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't realized that until you just said it.
Oh, Yeah. I stopped buying MCU figures now. I'm like, screw
And it's
this.
gonna have the 85th anniversary tag, just so you know
shut
people
up,
will want to
Jonathan.
buy it.
He's not an inbox collector though. He didn't care. He didn't give a shit about that.
Stop it.
You're gonna buy them.
No, I'm not.
Set.
You no longer. You're an ex GameStop employee now. Okay, let's see if we can find this. We're gonna play it. Who cares if we get copyright? I don't give a shiz.
Just
We'll
don't
fight it. We'll fight it.
just put it in the center. Wait. We have. Oh, damn it! I need to build one with 4 people. Whatever. I just won't watch it.
Here's our special guest.
No, mute it or make it very quiet. Put subtitles. Oh,
it's almost like
oh, you're bringing Stanley up just
They
to make
did.
up for
Of
feelings.
course.
Yeah.
My office
Stop.
is back at the early 60s.
Do you, Marvel?
I bet most of the people who work at Marvel never even met the guy.
Creating
Look at all those classics. Wow. I'm actually on a marathon. I'm reading 300 X-Men comic books in a row.
Whoa.
it's called
I've gone through 35 so far. Maybe 40 now.
Damn.
From beginning from 1970 something to present.
You can
Wow.
read.
Yeah.
That's
You'd be
impressive.
shocked.
That's my secret, Cat. I'm always angry.
That moment was awesome.
I think that we've
It
innovated
was.
is overlapping.
Now all the fans are like that. My secret's I'm always mad at Disney.
So far they've showed everything that's been good. Now they're
Yeah.
gonna start showing stuff that's bad.
There's one glaring omission. I'll let you see.
She-Hulk.
Figure it out.
These characters for their whole lives.
You didn't even make that. Piss
There are
off.
2 glaring
Now there's this
omissions.
new generation meeting them for the first time.
Secret
You have
invasion.
Okay, 3 glaring omissions.
Wait, they're just
Damon.
showing Fox
Look at-
stuff.
Look at how fast they got Deadpool into this thing.
Yeah.
85th
Oh, yeah.
anniversary. It just showed up last month.
And it was like the last 4 clips. They're just like, please.
You remember the good
Remember
times?
when it was
We're
good
back.
last week?
Echo made it in here though, right?
4 glaring omissions.
4 glaring omissions.
Oh, look, even the
Huh.
kids would be. Ah, that's cute. Look at that. That's awesome.
Are they
when
gonna
a
show us a
kids
puppy next?
show makes it in there, you know it's like they in trouble.
Fortnite made it in there.
That's crazy.
Doctor Strange. Yeah, we got all this stuff. Okay, never mind. This was in there. I thought they admitted it.
Marvels. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Miss Marvel.
Was there? I don't think there's She-Hulk in here.
just
This
is
begun? Oh,
about yet.
God.
This hasn't come out yet. Yeah.
You see, this
This-
is all to get these shows up in there. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Please don't forget about us.
Yeah.
We spent $8 billion.
This is all of it is to pump the new Captain America movie.
Even Dogpool made it in there.
See, what did I say? Are they gonna show us a puppy next?
Rest in peace. I know you're probably rolling in your graves watching what's happening right now. with,
Dude, he's doing kickflips in his grave right now.
Yeah. Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Excelsior my balls, Disney.
Yeah.
Miss Stan.
You know, it's to pump this movie when you have this at the end. Of all the things to end it with.
Wait, was that the first time we've seen his face?
No. They showed this before.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like the Harrison Ford-esque face?
Yeah, they've showed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
real talk. No Howard the Duck?
True.
No She-Hulk.
No She-Hulk.
No Echo. What was the other one we said?
You mean Echo?
Echo. Echo.
Uh,
No, Eternals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they dropped that
Right.
like...
Yeah, they're like, we're not even going to mention that anymore.
no.
So, yeah. Good
Sad.
times.
That Celestial and Earth is just gonna be like nothing, huh?
Apparently, it's going to be adamantium. That's where they get it from.
What?
I don't know.
It's not.
They
I
need to
don't
just
I
restart.
thought it was
again.
going to be unobtainium.
Good times, Marvel. Good times. Way to drop that nostalgia to get people to really believe in what you guys are doing now. I love how 90% of his stuff that came out way back the 10 years, first 10 years.
It made me happy, and then it made me sad.
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
what that is. It made me sad because things have been bad.
I'll give him one thing. It made me feel a lot of feelings. It was
Which is exactly what they want. They want you to have those feelings back.
No, but it wasn't a lot of good feelings. It was like rage.
Rage.
It was happiness,
Depression.
and then it was depression. It was the 7 stages. Yeah, exactly. They made me feel the whole wheel. Contempt, regret.
You're gonna get a no regrets tattoo.
No,
No regrets.
Oh man. I don't know. It's a 85th anniversary, sure, okay, and you're gonna probably squander away the next year or two. Fantastic Four. I saw a picture of the thing. It looks good. It looks like the thing. He's got the eyebrows at the head.
It's all practical, right? It's all practical.
Yeah.
Effects. Yeah.
I just wish it was in this timeline because it's saying it's another universe, which I don't understand why. Why?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Because
who knows?
they're gonna merge the universes together. That's what's gonna happen. Yep.
Oh, one big thing. I don't know if you guys have watched it or are gonna watch it, but Napoleon. Remember with Joaquin
Dynamite.
Phoenix? That's a classic.
Still gotta rewatch that.
48 extra minutes have been added to it on Apple TV.
Why?
Is it him just strutting around being short?
It's a director's cut. 48 minutes have been added to it. Isn't it long, anyways? It's like over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, and people don't like it. No one. It's got bad reviews. So
It's a commitment.
yeah.
The French people don't like it. If you can't even win the French,
Is
over,
it-
good luck.
I googled how long is Napoleon, and it told me that it is 5'6" and a half inches.
So it's a director's cut, but is it Zack Snyder's director's cut?
Yeah.
Because then be really bad.
All right. What else we got? We're gonna talk about thumbnail. I have one more thing if we want to talk about it.
Okay.
Amanda Stenberg can't seem to get herself out of the social media world.
Ooh, I was wondering if you were going to bring that up.
Oh, I'm bringing it up. All right, I'm bringing it up. So I'm going to share my screen here because I don't want to be accused of.
It was lengthy. It was like 10 minutes.
So this is what it is here. I'm going to kind of
this
paraphrase here. I'm going to paraphrase because I'm not going to go through it all. She immediately starts after the first couple of sentences saying that when it was still just a concept and no one has ever even seen it, this was when we started experiencing a rampage of hyper-conservative bigotry and vitriol, prejudice, hatred, and hateful language towards us.
Correct.
This really affected me when I first got the job because it was not something even I thought I would anticipate. Bullshit. You should have anticipated this because you've seen other shows before that get it. Right? This paragraph basically really upsets me because I'm like, your show is bad, but you are again after the show's over, still complaining and dare I say bitching to the fans for making the show bad.
There's no accountability. Zero accountability.
Zero. And I don't even know why her PR people said, "Hey, go ahead, make another video." You're just damaging your own career.
I don't think they knew about this. I feel like they did not know about this.
They're
I
pretty
think she
quick.
just went off
I
and
think
did it on her own.
Star Wars PR is pretty quick. They would shut this down in a heartbeat.
Is it still up?
It's still up, and it's been shared by tons of people.
Yeah.
And I did go on and see a bunch of people. I think I had one or two people feel sorry for her, but
absolutely.
The vast majority of people are like, "Hey, listen, stop complaining about the people hating the show, and going out there and saying we're the reason why the show's bad. Take some ownership."
Well, it's not so much like yes, if you want to rant about this and you want to talk about this, absolutely go on the internet, bitch about it, complain about it, make it loud because nobody should be treated like this. But don't go like this is why the show did bad. It's like no.
Yeah.
Racists exist and the show is bad. They are not
clarify
related.
that. Yeah, clarify that. Like obviously, there's going to be people out there who are going to be toxic, who are going to be racist. It always is there. It exists, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But to go and mix all of the people into one lump and say you're all responsible for the show being bad, that's unacceptable. You cannot do that. I have come on the show and criticized about acolytes, but we've given reasons. I've given reasons, and none of it had to do with her or who she is.
No.
Right? So don't lump it up. That's where people get angry when you try to put everybody into the same, page and say they're all about this. That's where people get furious, and doing that just kind of hurts you even more, right? It has been an incredible honor, dream for me to be in this universe, and I just wanted to let people know that out there who supported us in that way and support us vocally in the face of all the vitriol. Again, she goes back to about targeting attacks and things like that. You're trying to get sympathy here out of people, and for me, it's not working. I'm sorry, I'm not buying what you're selling because you're not separating, like Justin, you just said, you're not separating. If you isolate and say, hey, we had certain people that were severely racist towards me, regardless, they didn't even talk about or give any reasons why I didn't like the show. They just didn't like me. You have to separate.
I hope those people die 100%.
But again,
in Minecraft.
Yeah. And again, she molds it again. And then she says, I have to thank Leslie Headland. I just effing love that BH. One of the best people in the world. I highly doubt that. She's also incredibly talented. I really don't agree with that. I will love this experience.
She had a lot of Disney's money.
You have experience with her, Brian. Hey, I guess your relationship with her was fine, but she is not talented. I'm sorry. I saw this, and if you're the person responsible putting this together, you are not talented here. Maybe you need to learn more.
I forgive the acting because she was surrounded by stronger actors, and they kind of carried her. It's just
stronger actors. There's only two I can think.
Manny Jacinto and the dude that played Saul. Carrie Ann Fisher when she made her.
The guy from Korea who they named Saul.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that guy. But like your directing was bad, your story was bad, your writing was bad. I don't know, man.
They had some good fights. They had some good fight scenes, good choreography. And again, like when we reviewed it and when we talked about it a bunch,
sorry, go ahead.
We tried. Well, I can't because D is in my fucking way. Like we talked about the things that we liked, like up front. We focused on that because we had so much to say about the production and the writing and the directing and the story, and like rarely did we rag on an actor or a person in there. Like we mostly were just like, I hated that they did this. But when we say we hated they did this, that was because a writer or quote unquote a writer made a script that was garbage, and then they had to do the best they could. And it was like there were a bunch of scenes where I credited her and was like, yeah, she did a great job in this. This scene was cool. But for the most part, we were just like, the sum of all its parts were just not strong enough to be entertaining or good.
Right.
You gotta also sorry, Chris, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say she just needs to shut up. Like that's all.
It's over. It's over.
Because
season 2's not happening.
But not only that, as an actress, like I was maybe looking forward to seeing her in something else, but she's just digging her own grave or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, no, there's different. I mean, yeah, both of them need to shut up. But that's Disney, and this is what Disney does to people. And I mean, it's been doing it for 20, 30 years. You get into a Disney thing, you get into a Disney property. And I'm not saying that they are high and mighty and are on a high horse, but they're just like, oh, I'm sure that the execs are just like, oh, you can do anything. Nothing is wrong. Anyone who says something wrong, they're dumb or they're racist and blah, blah, blah. But then you look at Fallout and it's like, that was a great show made by great people who loved the series. And it had a bunch of people of color and a lot of like fringe societies involved in it. And everyone liked that. Yeah, sure, there was a bunch of weird, piece of shit people on the internet that probably got mad at, but nobody pays attention to them because the general overflow was like, this was good. Everyone liked it. So then everyone just ignored all the racist people, but because it was just like, well, you're saying these are critical, you have critical objections to the show, but these people are racist. All right, you're all the same because you're saying this is bad.
Leslie also was part writer too as well. That's why I give her the most
Yeah.
blame of all of the people that are involved in the show, because she's a
100%.
director, the writer. She's basically the one that got
And producer.
paid to put it, producer, to put it all together, right? So
Mhm.
the blame has to fall on her at the top, and I don't think she did a good job. There were so many glaring mistakes, decisions, camera angles. All of this just accumulated to being a really bad experience, and I don't know why people get upset when something is bad and people call it bad and they give reasons for it. I don't get that. When did this start? Like, I mean, we used to criticize in the 90s and 80s about a bad movie, and people are like, yeah, it's pretty bad. And then we all go on with our days, right? So and then now there's a petition to bring this thing. It ain't coming back.
It seems to
Yeah.
be
How many signatures does that thing have?
I think last time I
la-
checked it was 1,000.
Last time I checked, I think it's at 70,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
they're
it's
review bombing the signatures.
cranked up.
It's not coming back. I'm sorry. It's not.
This seems to be a Disney thing, because or not a Disney thing, a Star Wars thing. Because every time there's something bad in Star Wars, they immediately just go, "Oh, you don't like it because you're racist."
Yeah. Then there was Obi-Wan. Remember when what's the name? The actor plays Obi-Wan. What's his name?
Ewan McGregor?
He went into his car and defended the black female who was one of the sisters there.
Which, good on him, ally, but he's not an executive, and
No.
he
But
was just
the thing is, though,
sticking up
he's
for his
being
homie.
told to do this too, as well.
Yeah, no, it was very.
You could tell this was like, hey, could you go and give a little bit of PR positivity here, because we're getting
Yeah.
destroyed, right? And he did his best, and obviously he probably was genuine, because he probably did want I'm sure he's the type of man that wants fair equality for everybody.
Mhm.
So you can see there is genuineness, but obviously it is somewhat scripted too.
Mhm.
But again, they basically lump everybody into this one little area and say, hey, you're all at fault.
Yeah.
Right, you're always at fault.
They just need to make a 85th anniversary video to make everyone happy.
Oh, there we go, done.
Star Wars. I wouldn't be
Show us
85.
every lightsaber fight that was good that wasn't in the last 10 years. That'll make us
Because
forgive
I
it.
feel like they have every right to spend their money on any show they want to make, but don't act shocked when millions say, I don't want this. Then you make it, and then shocked Pikachu face.
Yeah. Also, a lot of people who are like, oh, Disney's they're succumbing to the norm, and what they're not sticking up for their rights or their beliefs. It's like, dude, this is brought up by like the biggest anti-Semite, and like I'm pretty sure he funded a bunch of Nazi shit too. Like, Disney has never given a shit about what anyone says, and they'll just be,
It's a business.
and also
It's not
like
a charity event.
yeah, it's just they're a horrible company. Companies don't give a shit about people. They stop making money. That's why they stop making it. Period.
Their accountants called them up and said, listen, we just paid $180 million for the show, and the profit is not happening. We're
Period.
not going to continue bleeding more money. That's it. End of story right there.
Yeah.
You have a whole floor of
The
accountants. that
same
said,
guy
"Pull the
who
plug."
called them, and he just reread the script that he already said to them when Willow happened. They were just like, yo, it did shit. We're taking it off.
You guys really
Yeah.
do bring up Willow a lot. in
We
this
did
show.
it again, boys.
They need to have a crossover, Willow and Acolyte together.
I mean,
You know,
I'll fuck with that.
where they're gonna be crossing over in the abyss, because they're getting out of Disney Plus, both of them.
No, they get the hot guy from each show.
Oh,
So
man.
everyone knows who I'm talking about to do
Love
You mean
is-
dark?
love is-
hot
No.
springs.
You mean dark deltoids?
Yeah.
Dark deltoids.
Yeah. And
Oh,
what
man.
was the hot guy from Willow? Not Christian Slater. I mean, he's invited too. I'll watch that too. Whatever. He's invited.
Okay,
Is this
so
a-
I want to say a quick shout out to, I don't know this person, but I want to be friends with this guy. His name is Greg Olson, I believe. Greg Owen. I'll figure it out here in a second. But
You
he
should probably
has.
know his names if you want to be
I
friends
know,
with him,
I
you should probably
know.
his name.
This
That guy
I
don't
want
wanna
to
be your
shout
friend
somebody
anymore.
out. I don't
I want to
fucking
shout
remember
something,
their
but I
name.
forgot his name. I'm sorry, Greg. I'm sorry.
Facebook
He
friend
is.
request
He's
denied.
a phenomenal. He's a rising star on the internet, in my opinion, when it comes to movie critics and reviews. He did a 2 hours straight video on a full breakdown of Acolytes in every way you could think of.
Solo?
Really?
It is unbelievable rant. It is probably this year's or the last 10 years best rant I've seen. It is
Really?
unbelievable. I want this man to be on our show. I am going to continuously harass him. I mean,
Do not put that shade
Tell him
on.
he's
Rasper.
racist if he doesn't come on our show.
I'm telling you right now, you guys have to check this guy. He is so good. He's funny. He's intelligent.
We'll put the link in the description.
He actually had a 60K Q&A today as well. It lasted for about an hour.
Wow.
Greg Owen. That's it. That's all you need to remember. Greg Owen. That's his YouTube channel. But his Acolytes breakdown is epic. The best breakdown.
And
I dare anybody to go and question that guy's breakdown.
No, that wasn't Rasper. Rasper's from Sweden. He's Svenska.
Just Cowabunga dude.
Cowabunga dude made us watch it.
Yeah.
No.
Recommend it. Recommend it.
No. He held a gun to my head.
I mean, he is from the States. But okay, let's get into a thumbnail, man. People have been waiting. I know Chris has been waiting here, going, "Oh God, let's go. I gotta go to bed."
Yeah, wait. Come on, let's get going.
I could talk all night. I'm good.
The liquid courage.
I got my energy drink here.
Was this yesterday or the day before? Anyways, Ryan Reynolds dropped this on his Instagram, right? Let's see if I can pull it up here. But it totally, if you watch this, it looks like this is from Deadpool, but it definitely looks like it should have been a post-credit scene. Let's see if I could share. Right? Sorry.
Yeah. It's the glowing of the eyes.
Yeah. So this is the whole thing. There's like music to it or something. There's no voiceover or anything. He walks. There's Toad who's dead. It's just Gambit.
Spray Park, Darth Maul.
Yeah. And when he's turning around and looking up, he's looking up at the what's it called? The
camera.
Portal. Yeah. The camera. Yeah.
The Doctor Strange magic circle.
Yeah.
So of course everybody's thinking, okay, what does this mean, right? And does it mean that Gambit's going to get his own movie or something?
There's the end credit scene in Deadpool versus Wolverine when he was up against the monitors in the back. Yeah. Apparently, there's a little tiny little screen that's all staticky that shows a silhouette of Gambit in there. So people are like, "What's that?" They were like, "What's that?" And I think that's what that scene was.
Right.
Oh.
So why wasn't this because there was only one post? That was the only post-credit scene, right? Usually Marvel has two.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Well, there was the Green Day Time of Our Life credit scene, and then there was they essentially did the 75th anniversary, whatever, but of X-Men and cool shit and Fantastic Four, or whatever. I think this is just a contingency shot. They were just like, we shot this just in case Marvel bit and they wanted to make a Gambit movie, but they didn't. So fuck it, I'm going to put it on my Instagram. And I bet in like a month, he's going to put a Blade one up or, whoever else, Electra one up or whatever. He's just going to be like, all right, here's all the old shit that they didn't put in the movie. Here you go.
Right. Well, but a lot of people have. So here's the thing. So are we going to see Gambit again? Or is this it? Or is that it?
I don't want to because it was so tongue-in-cheek. I do, but it was so tongue-in-cheek and so sarcastic. And the fact that they made him absolutely unintelligible was kind of all of the information we needed. They were like, oh, they're just making fun of the fact that this almost happened, but it didn't. So they're like, all right. So if they made a Gambit movie and they made it serious, everyone would be like, what is this shit? Like, you're trying to not making a joke anymore?
So I wouldn't want to see him in a standalone movie. I don't think that would work.
There's no way he's doing a standalone movie.
I would rather see him in a group movie where he has some significant parts, but not all on his own.
Or we see a prequel and he actually got hit in the head really hard. And the reason why we can't understand him is because he's got brain damage.
Or like instead of seeing at the beginning of a movie where you see like a training montage, he has like he's getting language
linguistics. But you still have like Foreigner playing in the background or something.
Exactly.
Running up the stairs, but he's just doing his like they, thou, them, whatever.
So if they just drop him, if they just bring him back in like whatever the next Avengers thing is, I mean,
No, they're not bringing him back. That was
He'll be in the X-Men.
That was it for Remy Lebeau.
Yeah.
He's not a good Remy Lebeau. His accent is terrible.
No, but
He's
that
funny.
was the point.
No, that was the
the
point.
comedy was the reason why they brought him back.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, it was nostalgic, and just a comic relief. But that's not 100% what Gambit is. He's not a comedian as a character. So they just give him his flowers. Hey, you had a chance to be in a movie. We feel bad. Let's give you your day in the sun. Which is fine.
Channing Tatum said that Ryan Reynolds told him to make it unintelligible, but then there were points in time where he was like, "Actually, I need you to make it a little bit more clear because I don't know."
Dial it back, dog.
Right now.
Yeah. That's way too Cajun.
So it's basically almost like in Doctor Strange when everybody wanted to see John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Because we're never gonna see that again.
No, that was fan service.
There's a difference between fan service and playing into a meme.
Yeah,
and Deadpool. I mean, arguably, Deadpool is just Marvel meme god. Like he's a meme Instagram account. That's what Deadpool is for Marvel.
Right.
He's I don't know, whatever.
He's the Stan Lee. He's a new Stan Lee where he drops into every show now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're gonna, that's what they wanted to do. I don't know if they're gonna still do it or not, but yeah, he's their guy that can cross all platforms and be the comic relief. He can show up in any movie, say one or two lines, and off he goes.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds doesn't need to be in the suit; he can just voice it.
Actually, yeah. Wait, so are you saying that now from in Marvel movies ahead, there's not going to be any Stan Lee cameos? It's going to be Deadpool showing up doing.
That was the talk when Stan Lee passed away that he was going to take the mantle. I don't know if that's still going forward.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, why not? Just throw him in there. Yeah. Off he goes. Nobody's going to say, "Oh, I hated that."
No, he just comes in. Right. Yeah, he just comes in. He says the one Marvel that you can say in a movie, and then he goes in a portal or something.
Yeah, and leaves.
Yep,
off he goes.
Yeah. It's I mean, I do actually kind of feel bad for Channing Tatum, whatever his name is. I always say it wrong.
Whatever his name is.
Because he fought to be this.
You're the one who has you're the one who has family in Quebec, and you can't say the French name. Come on,
it's not French.
Tatum's not French.
Channing?
No.
Where is it? Sounds French.
Channing Tatum.
Thank you. Yeah.
Channing.
Sorry, I was forget. I mixed him up with
Remy Lebeau. Yes. Okay, we can do that.
Yes, for sure. But anyways, he's fought to be this character forever, hasn't he? And he also they promised him,
which is why I said they gave him his flowers in the sun.
Yeah,
right? They let him end. Well, not end, but they just gave him that opportunity to live that moment that he always wanted to. Right. And one of the biggest movies probably in the last 5 years. Right. So same thing with Jennifer Gardner and Wesley Snipes. Give them their flowers.
I saw an interview with Wesley Snipes recently on some nerd podcast. And they were talking about when he first got cast into it, and they were like, "Why'd you do it?" And he was like, "A lot of my peers didn't want me to do it. I was coming up as a serious actor. I was getting awards, and they were like, 'Nah, you're not going to do this.'" And he was like, "Of course I'm going to do it. I've never seen a black vampire who can do karate at the same time. Of course I'm doing it." And then he just gets to relive that again. He's like, "This was so much fun. It was cool, and now I get to do it again in 2024."
It's funny, that movie, Ryan was in it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he was
the third one.
So I heard Ryan was actually interviewed about that, and the director, I believe it was, who saw Ryan there, said, "I know you're not playing Deadpool in this movie, but I could seriously see you play Deadpool." And so Ryan went and started researching about Deadpool and who he was ever since that mention. So that movie, that is why he wanted Wesley to be in this movie, because it changed the course.
So
right,
there was more to that.
Yeah,
because
I was going to say
there was.
Go ahead.
When he started researching Deadpool, he started reading the comics.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
found
yeah.
the thing where they say his fucking name in it.
That was
Yeah,
later
and he-
on the comics, though, not in the beginning. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he referenced it in that interview. He
Yeah,
was like, it was in this issue, in this page. They say my goddamn name, and I didn't
Well-
know. And I was like, it was meant to be.
Yeah. He's Deadpool, as far as I'm concerned. I don't see anybody taking that mantle for a while.
No.
So
But also, like you're saying, you guys don't think they'll make another Deadpool movie? He'll just pop up here and there.
never say never when they make billion.
That's true.
Yeah.
Disney goes,
Well,
hey, listen, we're losing money. Let's crack another Deadpool.
And again, he doesn't
Let's
need
balance
to.
let us balance the books here.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to be in the suit. He doesn't even need to take off his mask. He just needs to voice the lines, and that's it.
I'm pretty sure though that he has something in his claws, especially with all of the voice actors in video games and TV right now striking on AI and using your likeness. And I'm pretty sure he put somewhere in his clause like, I do the voice, I have to be in it. You cannot make it because like if he makes this many off-color jokes and like fuck you jokes to Disney and Marvel and all that, he's not, and especially his agent isn't going to be stupid and be like, yeah, just sign off your rights, they can use your likeness. If there's another Deadpool movie, he has to be like a producer or direct or like something heavily involved in it, because I'm sure that Disney is going to be like, we made $1 billion, let's do it again, and he's probably just like, fuck you, we're not doing it. Like it's gonna be, I think, another 5-6 years at least before they even start writing it, because it's just like, we're gonna ride the wave, and when the time is right and there's an actor or a character that we can blend in like we did Wolverine, like that's the only reason why this was so big.
Yeah.
So maybe like a Captain America or the Thor thing, like after Chris Hemsworth and
I think Deadpool
Evans.
and Spider-Man is going to be next. I think that'll be the next big one for him.
I don't know. He did like that Thor scene that he wanted to. So
that's
really
what I
badly.
mean. Like maybe they do a Thor buddy cop, like they do a better Blood and Thunder
Blood and Thunder.
or whatever. I'm thinking of the Mastodon song.
You mean
But
Love and
that'd
Thunder?
be, but that would be perfect for a
No,
Deadpool
just get
movie,
Mastodon
Blood.
in it.
What they should do is do a Christmas special with those two.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
1 hour Christmas special.
Chris Pratt,
Game over.
Deadpool.
Game
See
over.
who can out sarcasm the other.
Yeah.
Game over.
Do like
I'm
a
telling you,
Seinfeld episode.
You're printing money right there. How many people are going to sign up
You
for
can-
Disney Plus? Oh, go to
You
a
get
friend.
Kramer back in there.
Oh man.
I could totally see Deadpool like with a Santa hat on, opening up a book, like, hey kids,
Well,
like
with that
reading.
guy from Wonder
Yeah.
Years, remember he was in the hospital?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
well,
Fred
and
Savage.
well, no, he's too busy touring. Or no, is it Fred? Anyway, I'm thinking of a different guy, different child actor.
You think when he gets old, he's going to give it the James Earl Jones treatment, where James Earl Jones was like, use my voice as much as you want, but still pay my family, like his estate.
How many kids has he got?
Ryan Reynolds?
Four,
4?
three,
Yeah.
3 or 4, 3 or 4.
Okay.
I think another one's on the way.
Well, he only when Deadpool stops paying his kids' college funds, maybe he'll do that.
She's in the news too right now, right? For something.
Like Lively?
Yeah, it's
I
for
don't. I
her
can't
new
remember what it
movie.
was.
It's for her new movie and the interview she's been given.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
kind of.
They're not what people were expecting, because the movie's
She's-
about domestic violence and she hasn't really been hitting on those topics.
I liked what you were hitting. Woo!
Holy shit!
Sheldon, some of me is
That
rubbing off
was-
on you. Take it, my friend. Take it.
That was not a dad joke. That was
That was a
abusive dad
Sheldon
joke.
Spitzer. The Sheldon Spitzer.
Yeah, so she's been doing a bunch of interviews, and it's all like a happy-go-lucky rom-com, but actually, it's like a hard, it's a hard watch. It's apparently a very good
Read
movie.
the room. Come on, Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
apparently it's a good movie though.
I can't watch those kind of movies. My wife's watching this murder show on Netflix, and all like 90% of it's like domestic violence stuff. I was like, one, I'm afraid now to sleep. But it's just it's sickening sometimes. But yeah, Netflix is killing it with those kind of shows. People are glued to that stuff.
I saw a joke recently where a guy was like, "Yo, can you maybe emphasize or bold murder in the description? Because like when you look at the title or when you look at the image or the thumbnail of a Netflix thing, it's some like happy-go-lucky looking thing, and it's everyone dies. So can you in the description emphasize murder in it? Because I would really appreciate that."
There's more people with this petition than the acolytes coming back. It doesn't matter. They still tune in every Monday at 8 p.m.
Oh, I got a good one for you.
Oh, let me have it.
So you've heard of Pop-Tarts?
Oh, no.
Yes, I have consumed many.
Okay. Well, have you heard of Mom-Tarts?
No, but I'm curious to know.
You know why? It's because of the patriarchy.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here right now.
Damn.
Get this bum out of here. That's pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah.
What is Rasper ranting about here? You walked in while she watched a show about John Wayne.
Oh yeah, John Wayne Bob.
No, that was last year. I don't know. Netflix has got all these, murder shows and all that. They love doing that kind of thing.
Because people are attracted to it, man.
Oh yeah. Like flies
Honestly,
on shit.
dude, they're doing a good. Like Netflix is one of the only streaming services that is taking hints from YouTube, and they're looking at watch time, and they go, okay, well these like bedtime murder mystery podcasts where they just talk about women getting brutally murdered for 3 hours. Oh, they've got shitloads of watch time on that. Weird, because people fall asleep to that. I have known many. And then Netflix just goes, well, we can capitalize on that. So like they're subtly just taking hints from YouTube, which I kind of respect a lot.
Yeah,
because it's
and
working.
All they got to do is like there's a whole series about the LAPD. I don't know if you've seen that one where they just go back to old cold cases, and it's like they just interview everybody, get all the B-roll, the shot from news channels.
Yeah, I know a lot of
together.
people who are doing that for a living. Like just they'll find like an old cold case or whatever, or they'll find like 10 that are all happening in the same precinct. And they'll be like, all right, we've got $1 million from Netflix. We're just gonna come in and shoot for 3 months. And they're like, all right. And then 2 of them have got to pan out. And even if they don't, they'll just leave it at the end like, this is still unsolved. Tune in next season to whatever. Netflix is just like, yeah, take our money. Do it.
I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Hellboy is coming out in September.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Like in
new
theaters
Hellboy.
or
yeah, it's
Yeah.
new Hellboy?
September 27th.
Is it
Hellboy the Crooked Man?
Hold on.
I did hear about that. I think they got to let Hellboy die, man. They've been trying for so long.
Who the fuck is this guy playing Hellboy? He doesn't have a jaw the size of the school. Jack Casey? Is there already images of him? Who played Hellboy
Does
before?
this stand a chance of making any money?
Well, the first one was Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then after him, it was David Harbour.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, when did David Harbour play Hellboy? Because that's also a good casting because he also has a giant jaw.
I think
It was the
like
last one, wasn't it?
2019, 2018, something like that.
2019.
Yeah.
Did anyone like that?
I didn't watch it.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
No.
Ron Perlman, I think, did the best job.
Yeah.
They just the last movie just screwed him, or it screwed the franchise. I think.
Is Hellboy in either Marvel or DC?
I think they're independent
it-
company.
Its own standalone.
It might be owned by DC. D could
But
tell
like a
us that.
subsidiary. D. Who's
Yeah.
Hellboy owned by? Because I would say if DC got or had Hellboy, it might. I don't know.
Another movie I didn't see coming is Dark Horse. There you go.
Oh, it's Dark Horse. Okay.
A new Predator movie is already in development.
What?
It's already it's called Badlands and has begun filming already.
All right.
Hmm.
The
last-
Predator movie called Badlands.
There's also an Aliens TV show, eh?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know if it's
Like,
animated.
when does it take place? Like what time period?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
nothing. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is coming out.
Who gives a shit?
Sonic 3, voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Not
I
a
do
fan?
give a-
Great.
Yeah, it's coming
No,
out.
I have a personal vendetta with that movies series.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted you to expand. I'm so curious. now.
a week before the movie comes out, he will.
Yeah, I'll do a Q&A.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, you know what? Also forgot a big birthday today as well. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. Happy birthday to Aaron Paul.
43.
All right, 43. Go ahead. What about
Need
you?
for Speed.
46.
46. Sheldon, you know what you must be doing here. 43 and 46.
45.
Happy birthday to Aaron Paul. He is 45 years old.
Ooh.
Nice.
Fuck you, new guy.
Thanks, guy.
Yes, Sonic will be released on December 20th. We are not doing that for our Christmas party.
If we do, I quit.
All right, so we are doing that.
We're
on
watching
December 20th.
Sonic.
Sonic it is. Let's get the sheet.
Sonic.
D's like, I already got the
All right, if we do, I need a
D's
mic.
favorite character from animation. In
Ha-
this.
Have
I
you watched
need-
them all?
No,
I've watched
if
them
we
all, yeah.
do,
Oh, it's
I
like
need
me with
a-
Avatar.
to be able to pause the movie and talk about all the personal shit that I know about every single person in that movie, except for Jim Carrey, because
Yeah.
he's a saint.
Yeah.
But like,
I thought you were going to talk about everybody in the theater. Start talking. And you. I never liked you.
no, yeah, I'll just do a roast after. And it'll be like, Vinny,
You don't
you
like-
son of a
well,
bitch,
Keanu
you got
Reeves
the
is in this
Xbox
too.
last year. It's rigged.
So Keanu Reeves. You don't like him?
No, I love Keanu. No, I also have a personal vendetta because he stole my goddamn shoes at John Flu vlog.
You have to elaborate on that.
So it's this like designer shoe boot company in Vancouver, and the motherfucker, while he was here filming The Matrix, he swiped them under me. I had set them aside under my name. He showed up and took them.
Whoa.
And, like, To the employees' benefit of the doubt, like when Keanu Reeves shows up and he goes, "Hey, I want those boots," they go, "Yes, sir."
Yeah.
But then when I live 4 blocks away, and in that 10-minute walk, the motherfucker took my shoes, took my boots.
Why did you
So
not
he
take your
walked-
shoes with you?
Did he
hold
walk
on.
by you?
It's not his fault because they didn't tell him that it was on hold, right? They just gave it to him.
No, exactly. Like, but still,
Yeah, so
I
you can't
tried
hate
to-
him.
You
I
can't hate
tried
him.
to-
You gotta hate the employees there.
Yeah.
But if I
No.
were in their boots, pun intended,
In their shoes, you mean?
I would have been like,
No,
nah,
'cause they
man,
were
it's already on
boots.
hold. As soon as you lose Keanu, peace.
yeah, exactly. Like, oh,
I think
Keanu
you're blaming the
Reeves.
wrong person. Keanu is. an
I'm blaming
awesome person.
everyone.
So what about what's the name? The guy who plays Knuckles.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. What about him?
No, he's a good boy.
So you actually like
I'm,
everybody.
I'm literally naming half the people on the show right now.
No, it's the entire crew.
It's the extras. I hate
No,
those
it's
guys.
it's
the
the
lighting
production
guys.
crew. No, it's a production crew. Actually, it's a couple of the drivers,
Yeah.
special effects people. I'm not making this is not a joke. Like
It's all coming out.
literally went to therapy because
about
of
the direct-
few people.
What about the director and writer?
Director's a piece of shit. 100% know that.
Okay. All right
Alright.
then. So we
Alright.
are not going to discuss that.
I can't wait to see this movie now.
Special thanks at the end to Justin.
Yeah.
I'll
we
do a
forgot to
roast
mention
at the
Ted
end.
Lasso, Chris.
Yeah. I didn't think it was coming back that they've announced. Season
Money
4.
talks. Money talks.
Yeah. Apple.
So
Apple money.
Phil Dunster is not expected to return. Who plays Jamie
Right.
in the show? He's not returning just due to
Right.
scheduling conflicts. So they're
But the
only
whole
going to
thing-
do this unless they're only going to do this if majority of the returning cast come back.
Well, it was basically they were waiting for Jason Sudeikis to
And
say
he said yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I love
I
that
don't know.
show so much.
I've not
But-
watched it yet.
Oh my
haven't
god,
watched- don't worry,
Justin!
I haven't
I
watched it
know it's good.
I'm telling the
it's
two
good.
of you, it's like having a warm bowl of chili.
dude. Okay, if
Look,
You guys
I don't
love chili,
wanna
right?
pay-
You guys like chili or not?
I love chili.
I love chili.
Okay. So it's a nice warm bowl of chili.
So
but
okay,
it's
here's
it's
And
paid
it
for by
makes you
Apple.
fart
You gotta
for
pay Apple for
hours.
that chili. You got to pay
It's-
Apple for that chili.
No, you
you're
don't.
so gassed
no, you
after
don't. You
watching
watch it at
Ted
a friend's house. You don't know this joke yet. You watch it at a friend's.
He's pointing right at me.
Okay, I'm coming over. I'm gonna watch it at
Come
your
over.
place.
I'll watch it again with you. I don't give a crap.
So I know a show is good when, and
We'll get
this
some
is
pizza.
not
Come over.
this is not me like putting you in an age bracket. This is just a taste bracket. Okay. When Elvin and my dad tell me that something is good, then I go, okay. If just Elvin tells me, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna fucking hate it. If my dad tells me it's good, then I'm just like, yeah, I'll probably be all right, and then I'll probably
When have I steered you wrong? Yeah, that's right. Silence. That's what I want
most
to
of
hear.
the time.
Yeah, okay. You can't even name one.
No, in the opposite. Because if you say you hate something, so that's where I'm basing my opinion off of. If you hate something, usually I love it.
Mm.
I hate acolytes. Do you love
Okay.
acolytes?
No. That's when we came in solidarity.
Well, there's exceptions now.
No, when we agree on
Group
something, it's different.
consensus.
Exactly.
I hate Willow just like you hate Willow.
Yes.
But now
No,
I
we
have-
both love Willow. We have
Okay.
a rotted away hole in
the
our
words
heart
are
where
really
Willow sits.
Perplexing here.
And Kiwi, or not Kiwi, sorry, Cowabunga dude owes us money to pay the doctors
Blood.
to be
He
able
owes
to
us
sew
blood.
that back. Yeah, actually, if we got to see if he's O negative to be able to blood transfuse us for the amount of.
Another good movie that's coming is Nobody 2. Have you guys watched it?
Oh.
with Better Call Saul. That guy.
John Arnquirk or something like that.
Oh, I
Have
did
you
see
guys
the
not
first
seen
one.
this movie? Nobody.
I saw the first one.
Oh yeah. So part two.
Yeah,
is gonna be
Bob
released.
Oden.
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Oden,
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk. Yeah.
Where
I
Bob
forgot he
Odenkirk
played
wanted
in
to
Bob
be John
John,
Wick.
same thing.
Yeah,
August-
white
August
dude named number 5.
August 15th next year. I
Did-
love
Did the first
movie.
one do well?
Oh, it did really good. Yeah.
Like
Got great
financially?
reviews, for sure.
Oh yeah, it made money. It wasn't
I
like
remember it.
crazy.
I
but think
remember-
it made-
I mean, they're making a second one, so it had to have been.
Yeah,
making
but
money.
who's hold
it's
on,
filmed here.
who's-
Both of them will be. First one was filmed here. The second
Yeah,
one.
that's why he keeps hanging out in North Van with Owen Wilson.
A movie or trailer has dropped. Made me cry. It's the first trailer for Superman the Man, Christopher Reeve's story.
Yeah.
It's releasing on September 21st. I'm gonna bawl. You know what?
No. That's gonna be sad, man.
Yeah,
Ball, you know what?
I do not want anywhere around me when I watch this because I am gonna cry like a baby.
I'm
I'll-
curious
I'll,
about the
I'll
ex-
bring the pizza over and I'll just hug
No,
you.
you're not allowed to be here. I do not want to see people see me in my vulnerable state.
We'll show up with a big bowl of chili. Is this
Uh,
on streaming? Dropping on streaming?
Believe it is on. You know what? Thanks. I think it's on Netflix. Don't quote me on
Oh.
that, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
Quote him.
DC is not. I don't know. Somebody want to let me know?
Yo. That is a good idea. All right. So if you donate $5, you get to see Elvin cry.
We'll do it in our members only area.
Yeah, we'll start a members account for YouTube, and you get to
I will have a
five-
camera on me at the whole time.
$5, and then we get to throw chili at him while he's crying.
Oh, there will be no throwing of food.
For every $5 donated,
I'm not.
we'll throw
I'm not
chili
agreeing
at
to
him.
this. But I
It's a
will
three.
watch it.
I think it's a theatrical release.
It's like, in theaters, 21st and the 25th.
Okay. Oh,
I'll
yeah.
wait for the streaming to come out because I do not want to cry in public. So
Well, you just pay for VIP, and then you're in your own section.
Mm-hmm.
this-
I'm going to bring up this story because I made this graphic today and I wanted to share this graphic. So I made this graphic today. Anyways, this week-
yeah, because he said it's the best movie, right?
not only that, Quentin Tarantino refuses to
Oh.
watch Toy Story 4 or even 5 because he said that 3 was the best ending to any trilogy. So he refuses
You know what?
to
I
watch
kind of fuck with that.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
but
like
I'm
they
still
had a
gonna watch
good
5.
end. I feel like it mended everything. It closed everything off. Like I respect
Yeah.
that stance.
I do, but I still like Toy Story 4 too. When I saw it, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But it made me actually think that we actually don't have trilogies anymore.
No,
Like
we have.
it's rare to like you think of the trilogies that it used to always be, right? Like Star Wars was a trilogy, Back to the
Yep.
Future, which still is, but now like
Yep.
all these IPs, like they're ruining
It's
just
a
these
it's a
great
thing
trilogies.
that video games are doing, which is called games as a service, and it's no longer just here's a video game that you play for 80 hours. It's here's a thing that you pay us $20 every month until the new one comes out.
Right.
Which is why the video game industry is so goddamn toxic. And that's because art is no longer made. It's just profit. So eat the rich,
It's agendas.
the police,
Yeah.
and government is bad. Corporations don't care about you. I'm getting
best-
to the point of drunk where I'm going to yell at billionaires now.
The best trilogy that's still a trilogy is the Naked Gun trilogy. It hasn't been broken.
Goddamn right. Oh,
But they are making a new one.
Nielsen.
Ah.
Yeah. And a trilogy that they should have never. When I think back to watching movies in the 80s and stuff, like if Indiana Jones stayed as a trilogy, would have been amazing. But
yeah, if he didn't get into a
last-
goddamn refrigerator.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you guys know that Chris Pratt was supposed to do a Field of Dreams remake,
Field of
Ooh.
Dreams?
but it fell
Really?
apart because Chris said no and walked out, and everything just dropped.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hold on.
Wow.
I would have watched that. I like Chris Pratt.
It would have. It's supposed
Do
to be a
you?
TV show, not a movie,
Oh,
and it was supposed to have a budget of $15 million per episode.
never mind.
Wait, are we talking Field of Dreams like the
movie.
baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With what's the name?
Dennis Quaid?
Kevin.
No,
Kevin
Kevin
Costner.
Costner.
Kevin Costner. Yeah.
Ray Liotta. And
Yeah.
callback, James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
It was going to be developed by the Good Place creator of Mike Scholl. Sure, I don't know. But if it was supposed to be a TV show, it was supposed to be 15 million episode. But Chris said he didn't want to do
15
it.
million an episode?
He abruptly
why he
dropped it.
said
He
no.
first agreed to do it and then changed his mind.
I
So
mean,
I
it came
wonder-
out in the best year of all years, 1989.
Oh yeah, okay.
The
It is the
I
best
was
year.
born.
It is the best year.
Oh,
Exactly.
Wait,
too
were you
bummed.
born then too?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
new
a-
guy,
I'm an
Elvin.
89 kid, man.
I approve of new guy.
Do you guys know what I was doing in 1989? I was
waiting for
freaking
Chris.
I was drinking.
So
I
it
was
was the
having-
best year, Chris. I was
Yeah.
learning English. My thus and days, and who knew that was going to come back to haunt me?
I mean, so was I technically. And you know what? I was born in Wally, so I might have been drinking too. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh man,
It's a very
Is it-
topical joke. No
it
offense
is-
to my
it-
mom. That wasn't
is.
a. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 69 is the best year.
Solid.
Winona Ryder says she gets frustrated by how some of her young co-stars are not interested in movies.
Okay, I read this too.
This is a thing.
It is. But that's kind of writing on the wall. It's like
Yeah.
Disney, Marvel,
Hollywood's dying.
get your shit together.
Like when she says they're not interested, like they don't go and watch other movies.
So
No,
okay, so
Kids
this
still
is
watch
actually-
movies.
yeah. Like I look at my
still
kids.
watch movies.
Unless I
Some
tell
don't,
them we're
a
gonna go
little bit.
watch a movie, they never ask me, let's go watch a movie.
Mm.
Well, I think
May-
I brought my. I
seldom.
have two kids. I brought my kids up on movies, so they still watch movies. But there's a lot of their friends
you're a
that
good
are
dad.
just like, yeah, exactly. They're just
Hey, I'm not a good dad.
That's- was an
a
accidental
second.
backhanded. That was
You
an
not see the
accidental
background here?
backhanded comment.
I've given them a toy empire.
Yes.
which. Yeah.
Are they allowed to play with
But
it?
Yeah,
there's
they are.
there's a ton of kids.
Again,
that
he's not
don't
an
watch
inbox
movies.
collector, so yeah.
Yeah.
But
Chris,
it's,
you're
he
saying-
definitely has a "you break it, you buy it" policy.
yes, that is true.
No,
Go ahead,
kids
Chris.
these days, they're watching, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. They're watching content, but they're not
All right.
watching long form.
Well,
movies.
YouTube's got
Chris-
some amazing content. Like, for example, Sidemen. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but they do a show every Sunday, and it's like adventure shows on YouTube for an hour and a half sometimes.
Like
And they
Sidemen?
spend the Sidemen, they're called.
Yeah, I know those boys. Yeah.
Yeah, from England, right? UK area. But they're huge and millions of kids love them.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. And
But
that's
I
the
mean,
trend.
it's yes and no, because you could argue that Mr. Beast is just this generation's version of Amazing Race. Like, it's just reality
100%,
TV.
100%.
And like it's
okay.
And like a lot of the like IRL streamers, and I mean there's like Kai Cenat, he did he was in, I think he was
there's Ninja as well. Ninja too as well, right?
Well, Ninja's fallen off.
But the thing is, like, with these guys,
Ninja's a millennial thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, nobody younger than me knows who fucking Ninja is.
My son
So,
does.
like, but like Kai Cenat is like one of the biggest streamers right now, and he randomly bumped into this dude while he was in, I can't remember where he was, but it was just like a fan on the streets ran into this like random Chinese fan who lost his shit. They became best friends.
Japan.
He was in Japan,
Yeah.
and he ran into Ray, who became his best friend. And we were talking about this earlier about like, oh, we need a new Lethal Weapon. They literally fucking shot Lethal Weapon 4. Like, with a good budget, good writing, it was funny. And this random fan, just random guy who was like in high school or college or whatever, this like they shot like $1 million movie. So like that's why kids don't give a shit about movies. It's like, well, I can watch it for free with people who I have been able to grow up with and have a what's the term? Not symbiotic, but like a parasocial relationship where it's like I've grown up with this person and I am a parasocial friend of theirs, where like I feel like I'm friends because I've interacted with them to some extent. And now they're making movies. Now they're doing long form content. Is okay. Well, I have more of an attention or more of an attachment to this.
I've got a theory. And you guys can let me know. Here's my theory on why kids are more attached to these YouTubers than they are with Hollywood stars. I think they're more accessible. They're playing games online. They're able to do, they chat with them on TikTok, whatever it is. They're more accessible than these
more relatable
Hollywood
They're more
stars.
relatable.
Yeah, and relatable. Yes,
They're no longer gods.
Yeah,
which
they are gods, but they are accessible gods.
But it's not like a Matt Damon or
those
George
are
Clooney,
like
where it's like, oh, this is
separate
human.
Separate,
it's just like, oh, this is just a dude who plays Fortnite. I play Fortnite. I play Call of Duty. Oh, okay.
Like KSI.
There's also that chance that they can possibly interact and play with them too.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
There's
exactly.
I mean, actually, they do interact with them on the streams.
Mr. Beast goes online and says, "This is my handle." Right. All these guys go online. They play, like KSI just mentioned. He's super approachable to a lot of people. Like I've seen him in the videos. He goes online.
Sidemen.
Yeah, they all want to interact with you because they know that's how you market yourself. They figured it out.
Yeah.
They figured out these are the people that are going to pay for me. Whereas Hollywood actors, a lot of them, they get put on a pedestal. They forget that the fans are the ones paying their goddamn check.
Made them. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, so Kai Cenat, who I was just talking about, he just did like a 3-day long stream with
iShowSpeed.
Huh?
Was it iShowSpeed?
No, Kai did one with what's his name? We were just talking about him in Borderlands.
Oh, Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he just did a huge, like a 3-day stream with Kevin Hart. And Kevin had never like thought about streaming or like any.
That's Kevin's PR company going, latch onto this guy.
Exactly. And he like, in his defense, he did a fucking good job. Like, he blew up after that. And now Gen X, Gen Z, whatever, whatever.
It's all about getting to the younger audience, right?
And then Borderlands bombed. That couldn't even help it.
But
no.
It's also the fact that the kids see these people doing stuff and they're like, hey, you know what? I can do that too, right? It's so much easier.
It's a relatability. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hollywood, I'm telling you, Hollywood is in panic mode right now. They're like, what the hell's going on here?
No, Hollywood is now having, I mean, we're getting back to
they're having panic attacks.
No, we're doing this. This happens every 10, 15 years. It happened in the 80s with record labels. And
But
then
we never had YouTube, though. We never had YouTube. We never had social media.
Worked at no. We had the same thing with record labels in the 80s. We had Poison and all those heavy metal things and all those like big boy bands, whatever, all those heavy metal bands blowing up.
Access to these people are a lot easier now than they were back then. You have to mail.
Hold on, Alvin. And then we had YouTube networks. I worked for one, and it was the exact same thing. It worked exactly like a record label in the 80s, where it was just like, all right, here's your revenue split. We get 80%, you get 20%. We're going to do all the promotions. And they don't do shit. And then they only like benefit the ones who are super huge, and everyone underneath that threshold gets screwed. And then now it's turning into streaming things because of like Joe Rogan and stuff. Now podcasts. So now there's a bunch of labels for podcasts. And it's just a constant wave of just companies screwing over the little guy to make money on the big guy, because then they make their revenue back and then they can endorse the next person and do the next big thing.
I've seen a lot of companies that have YouTube channels, because some of these YouTube channels, when they get a certain number, companies swoop in and buy them out. Right?
It's after 1,000 views a month.
So there was one company. There's one company called Donut, and they're all about cars. You know, doing donuts and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They actually fragmented. All the top guys left and made their own YouTube channels just last month, and it's because they said they're tired of working for a company. They built it on their own, and it got so big, the company came in, bought them out, and they're like, you know what? We don't like the way that they've asserted themselves and made changes. We're making our own channel now.
Yo, look at Machinima or Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Oof.
Rooster Teeth got bought by fucking MGM Grant. No, anyway, it got bought by like some subsidiary or whatever, and then it's just a numbers game. It doesn't matter the fan base and the content. They just go, well, we have an earnings call in 3 months. This company that was one of the grandfathers of internet machinima content and internet content. It had a bad year, so we're just going to liquidate it because we're selling it off. And because there's only 5 or 6 companies that own everything, and they just look, it's a numbers game, and they go, wow, we bought you out. But I think the biggest thing that's going to happen in the next 10 years is nobody's going to sell. There's going to be no more like, oh, we got a big investor. It's just going to be a bunch of fuck yourself. We're going to make our content more, because this is like every big YouTube studio that started when YouTube started has now been bought by a big company, got liquidated by somebody else, and every member has been like screwed out of a job. And so I think that's going to be the next, and that's why kids don't go to movies, is because all they see is like, oh, you destroyed my favorite creators. And most of them are big like Hollywood studios that own most of these YouTube channels, because they saw the writing on the walls. So they're like, we need to put money into that. We need to buy up all these creators and things that are making money that kids watch. So all they're seeing is like, oh, Paramount, they're putting out a new movie. It was like, yeah, well, you killed 37 of the things I subscribe to. So now my subscriber list is a graveyard. Why the fuck would I go to pay you $80 to go watch a goddamn movie?
It's going to be an interesting battle we're going to see in the next. I think it's going to come to probably with these YouTubers getting bigger and bigger and getting bigger in numbers.
Yeah,
something's got to give here, and the access is what's going to change it. If celebrities in Hollywood start becoming more norm and starting giving access and equating themselves with the average citizen, I think then you might have some numbers going up in Hollywood. But until that changes, who knows?
But there are crazy fans too, and that's kind of a worry for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a good point. Smosh bought the owners back. Absolutely. That's the best case scenario. And that took 15 years. But Alvin, to your point of like Hollywood celebrities, they're going to become the norm. I think they're just going to stop existing.
Well, the norm is stop existing, right? The norm you become.
I think Brad Pitt and George Clooney and Chris Pratt, that's the last generation of Hollywood celebrities. Yeah, that's going to stop existing
for sure.
Just want to remind. Sorry,
you're trying to end the episode. Okay.
Oh no! Do you have anything else to add?
Oh no, I could rant for an hour about rich people and
Well, we can drop off and you just keep going.
A marathon. No, we have to get paid for that. If you want Justin's rants, get into the membership that we're going to be putting together. And he'll have an after hours with a rant, and then you have to.
Oh, I miss after hours.
We'll do that.
We used to do that when we first started.
We're going to have our membership platform coming soon,
Yeah.
and there'll be a lot of ranting on that. So if you want to go in there, you could do that. Cool stuff.
That's the first sell we've done for that, actually.
Sheldon, thanks for getting through traffic. Chris, thanks for hanging out. Justin, thanks for coming on board. I need to go get sleep and med into my body so I can survive tomorrow. But everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure to like the button, please, because it makes a big difference for us. And if you're new here, walking around the internet going, who are these guys? We're just cool dudes talking about pop culture and all things related to that. Hit the subscribe button. Hang out with us on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're a collector and you like collecting stuff, action figure things I like, you see behind me, we have a show, me and another partner, D, on 8 p.m. on Mondays Pacific time. Hang out over there. And we have more shows coming. I think I have some things planned with our friend Sheldon. I'm going to force him to watch Rings of Power. And everybody else in here are invited to come join us. There'll be a recorded show. Chris is already shaking his head. I don't blame you. But anyways, thanks, everybody. Say bye, guys.